Hey, I'm Kev Hillman. Welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross. Has Kev Hillman did not have the best 450 debut? Can he make up for it in round 2 of the season, round the Stadium of San Diego in San Diego? As here's Hillman in a very wet Stadium of San Diego. He's got one lap in qualifying now to get used to the courses on the 450 bike. Takes a wide line there. But yeah, it was not the debut you wanted in Anaheim, was it? Not always his own fault. I mean, the opponents were a bit boisterous, shall we say, in that race. So we'll see how they perform here around the track, which is perhaps even more difficult to pass around as he gets into the back. The rider in front. Brilliant State certainly kills momentum over these chumps. Look at these virtually pushing his rider through the corners. As he comes to the end of this lap in San Diego, it's a short lap. And that's only on 105. So Dungey's at the top on his KTM, 59.5, just ahead of Ken Roczen on his Honda in Cole Seeley. Jason Anderson on his Husqvarna, and then Marvin Muskin in 5th, the Frenchman on his KTM. As you look further down, we've got Dean Wilson in 10th on his Husqvarna, Chad Reed in 9th on his Yamaha. Well, where is Kev Hillman? At the back. So let's see if he does a bit better in the semi-finals. So here's high side revved up on the near side. We get a good start from last. This is first heat race, 4 minutes long, gets underway. And only the top 4 make it through from it as, it's like being pushed towards the blocks. He somehow survives. And he's in that top 4. It's in 3rd. By Jason Anderson. And Vince. We'll take this. Stuart Thompson in 4th. Ken Roczen not making it through at the moment. It's high side. He's flying up to 2nd. Tries to take the lead. Doesn't quite have the momentum, no. Or does he? Round the outside. As he does, he holds on to it. High side leads. At the end of the first lap here in the heat race in San Diego. See, only needs one lap in qualifying. He gets a hold hang of this. Now can he hold on for another 4 laps? And so here comes Jason Anderson back by for the lead with Vince. They're 3 wide everywhere. How are they all surviving? Oh, they're not. There goes Anderson. No, it's Vince who's gone down. You've got Patrick Elkins in 3rd. Ken Roczen in 4th. The top 4 make it through to the main event. And at the moment, it's those 4 with Eugene just missing out, having to go through. So another heat race. That's a terrible jump though. Come on. You've got to learn to triple that. You want to do well around it. As you can see, he's lost a massive amount. And Jason Anderson, who leads, going on to the 3rd lap. The high side, it's having to defend from Roczen. What is Roczen doing? Being an absolute plank. And he's taken out high side, and there goes the dream of the top 4. Because he's down in 7th. He has 3 laps to make up for it. And he's just holding on there. I don't think he can make it up. Because this is his strong set. The second after lap, he's horrible though. As he goes down the inside for 5th. There's Michael just in front. Eugene in 3rd. Hey, maybe he can get 4th. Never been too much of a pessimist. He's got just 2 laps remaining. No, Vince powers through. As he's battling with Michael, 4th, 5th, but that's Mr. Irrelevant. No point battling for 5th, you've got to be battling for 4th. This is just in front. As he's got 2 laps remaining. Oh, nice, it's gone wide, down to 6th, Ryan Patrick. As Michael drops back, and oh, Highside just saves the bike there. There could have been danger. As he dives down the inside, 4th, 5th. And there's Vince just in front. Eugene's dropped back in 3rd. No, Highside taking 4th, is he? Not quite. Looking around the outside of Vince. No, hold on. Oh, here we go, massive jump. Back into 5th. This is a heck of a battle for the final transfer spot into the main event. Side down to 6th then. Heading on to the final lap. Still doing only 105s. Got to be much better. Oh, he sneaks by for 6th. Bloody hell, Cam, you're not exactly helping as someone's down. But he's down to 7th, despite someone falling. And look at that, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. Get out of the way, truck blocks. He's just holding on, but this is his best sector, and he's still outside the spots. Is Hillman. What a battle here in San Diego. And it's just the first race. We've still got at least one more. It's what the heck? Now you screw us over. Thank you. As now Blake's just blocked Highside as well. There goes any momentum he would have had. As once again the camera's just been absolutely stupid as well. As it's Anderson and Roxon through in the first 2 positions. Elkins and Eugene makes it through in 4th. As Hillman is only in 8th. And he goes through to the first semi-finals. Anderson, Roxon, Elkins and Eugene makes it through. Vince just missing out after his full Michael and Sit. Blake in 7th. Hillman in 8th. Justin in 9th. And James rounds out the top 10 has... We go right at the back. Here's the Honda of Mike, who had a horrible race in the end. So, Hillman's got pace round here. Let's see if we can just keep it upright in the semi-final. So we are 16 of the best. Hillman in 4th. As this first semi-final of just 3 minutes gets underway. Oh, there's chaos in front. That's a top 5 make it through to the final. And Hillman is in 5th at the moment, but look at all this blocking in front. Really slowed down everyone, and oh, he lands on someone. But he makes it through the right-hander as he gets past. Is that Randy? Gets past a couple of other riders. Oh, David Beck almost down. Highside taking his own line. As he does get back on the course eventually. In 2nd is that. He's got Justin in front. Oh, he's down, so is Highside. Exactly the same crash. Exactly the same time. Someone else is down as well. Oh, and there's someone going. Oh, this Highside just about gets away with that jump, but he's in 4th. He's making it through to the main event. As he goes into the final corner. Tries to make the most of that first jump and then does that horribly. As all truck blocks are going everywhere. Let's start this second lap. Oh, and next sight, James very slow. He's got David Beck leading now after almost falling on that first lap. And leading quite handsomely as well. He's got a battle going on for 3rd here. There's elbow to elbow, but Eyesight holds on. As we're halfway through the second lap. This time taking a more conventional line over that whoop section. As he keeps it upright. Oh, and then gets into the chuck blocks. Oh, why did he lean back so much there? Gonna upset his run there. But he's still battling for second. We'll go to the end of the second lap. But he's definitely making it through to the main event. That's the important thing. So a good lean back. Oh, rear end getting out. And he wants to put the power down in those jumps and sneaked attacked down to fourth. As he's got Vince in front, who he knows very well on that heat race. As we've got just 2 laps remaining. It's the penultimate lap. But still, he's making it through. Blake missing out in 6th. And another KTM. So you go leaning a bit better. Once again, chuck blocks just causing misery. And then again, not nailing that jump. Got to get so much better at that. That's better drive out that corner and into the final. You can see lap times into the 104s now, so race pace seems to be much better than that qualifying lap. But still not too impressive. Needs to really work on it for the main event as he drops back down to 5th. The final transfer spot. He can't afford a mistake now in this final lap. Maybe afford to take 4th though. A bit easier trying. It's side by side once again. The J's for quite a lot. On 9th Stegner. He goes over the jumps. Oh, just about hanging on. No, that killed his momentum. No. Oh, now James has as well. As he makes the jump. That's pretty good. Elbow to elbow. With 3.52, but it looks like he's getting through into 4th as he runs towards the line and does his fastest lap as well on that final lap. So that was a fantastic battle with his fellow KTM as Hillman makes it through to the main event. At least he's scoring some more points in 4th alongside David Beck on his Husqvarna, Honda, Vince Vries, and then Justin Calhoun in 3rd on the Yamaha. So 4 different manufacturers make it through as well, with the Suzuki and Terran Kawasaki in 8th for Randy Lindsay, and Malcolm Stewart at the back on his Suzuki. So what will the main event throw up?
Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen. We are in California for another spectacular round of Monster Energy AMA Supercross at FIM World Championship. Petco Park in San Diego is packed full of enthusiastic race fans who are anxious to get this one underway. It's main event time in San Diego. The crowd is into it tonight. That will definitely get these riders pumped up as they wait for the gate drop.
As here's Eyesight starting in 16th as the 10-minute main event is underway. It's still raining, it's still pouring. The first corner is still absolute chaos. As Eyesight gets into the truck block, but still upright. Might be even be in the top 10 as he lands on someone. He's in 8th. Behind Jake Weiner. Got Marvelous Marvin. Oh, and someone's got into the truck block as well. Is that Eugene? There's Heights. Oh, and someone's crashed in front. Eyesight pushing his bike forward. He's up to 6th. He's got Cooper Webb in front. He's got all the big names in front. That's all who's in front of him. Fantastic opening that. As he gets into the top 5, and oh, someone's down. As he's only got Marvelous Marvin and Patrick in front, and Eyesight up into 3rd. And it's opening that. end this race now. Be in the podium slot. What the hell? Obviously he was flying too close to success though. He's once again been right up there. He's down in the early stages. But he's only down to 6th. He's got a couple of riders being very dicey in front. There's all skirting with the trap blocks. He survives though. Looking around the outside of Jake Reiner. He's in 6th now. He's got Chris in front, Cooper Webb in 4th. Oh, gets it all the way down to 1st that time. Seems to have a decent drive though over these jumps. As he battles with Cooper Webb. Veteran. Very good rider. He's back into the top 5. Oh, and he's down again though. He holds everyone up. And goes wide in the left-hander. Why did he have the rain? Oh, he's been pushed wide now by Black. He's had enough of Blake. He remembers that from the heat race. And here he comes again. It's that. Oh, someone's crashed in front. It's Justin. As here comes Eugene. For top 5, which Hillman is somehow back into now. Takes a very high line. Got a superb run into these set of jumps. I'll get out the way, truck blocks. As he's just holding on to 5th. At the end of this 3rd lap. This whole Petco Park experience has been a battle for Highside. He's doing well so far, battling for a top 5. This is more like it. This is what we expected to see. And he jumped up from 250s to 450s. He's some way back of the top 4 though. There doesn't have been a very good start to that though. Because he's 4.8 seconds behind Cooper Webb. And you've got Patrick Elkins in 3rd. You've got Chris Porcel behind. And Justin Barcia. Oh, Barker. He's really getting on Cooper Webb, almost into the back of the American. And that just totally kills momentum over those jumps. But he's holding on to 5th, or is he? As Chris pushes high side wide. That's a good opening jump for once from high side. He holds on to 5th and goes wide in the left-hander. It's majorly affected his run into the hairpin, but that seemed to be pretty good. As it goes through the right-hander, hold on, no! Screw you, truck blocks. Oh, and screw you, that rider who went down. Thinking the same thing. As he's down to 7th behind Eugene. Chris is just pushing high side again. Seriously, look at how much these people are idiots, Milestone. Cannot race with them at all. As he's down in 6th now behind Blake. You can forget about the top 4. Sorry, into the second half of this main event. As no, Justin's down the inside now. Down to 7th. Got another Justin right in his tail as well. And Ryan Dungey down in 9th. How's the main KTM rider been doing this race? Not been doing very well. Here comes Justin for a battle. Nice, having none of it. Getting a superb run. On 6th. Brayton can just get out of the way. Go! God's sake, he's just not hitting that jump at all. And sliding the bike into that penultimate corner, so tricky. And once again, just flying. For no reason, without wings. As he's down to 9th now, he's got Jason Anderson behind, he's got Chris behind in 11th. But he should be in 5th if it wasn't for those 2 weird crashes for no reason. He's got a superb run here, back up into 8th. As Justin drops back there, and you can see 5th right in front. Actually, the top 4 haven't really got that far ahead. Supposed to be way ahead of everyone else. As what the hell? No way did the weight transfer meant to do that. And look at that as... Oh, Dungey's down in front. Down to 8th. Not having it all his own way this season. At the beginning of it. As it go on to, I think, 4 laps remaining now. What can high side do? Top 10 wouldn't be bad. But he's got more pace than that. He gets past Chris for 8th. He's catching down the head honcho at KTM. Riders rise. There's Patrick has dropped back. Down to 6th now. Maybe that's why the top 4 don't appear to be that far ahead, because one of them has dropped back. Got James round out the top 10. Has once again messed up that jump. Every single lap. Needs to learn how to take that. He should just be sliding too much. Oh, and once again. How is he leaning back too far? As he's now outside the top 10. Oh, make that back into the top 10. He goes over Jason Anderson's head. Got Chris in front in 8th. He can say goodbye to the top 5. Oh, and Anderson's down. He can say goodbye to the top 5, unfortunately, thanks to those stupid crashes. But Patrick Elkins is dropping back like a stone. Maybe next 7th he gets a good run to the finish. That's a big if. As once again he screwed up that jump. Is he ever going to get that right? As now Chris has just taken him out. What an arsehole. Has it gone to the penultimate lap of the race? As Eugene's dropped back to 13th, he was battling up there for the top 5. Couple of riders really dropping back in these last few laps, including unfortunately Hillman. Still in the top 10. Should be back for the top 5. Nick at the top 5, gathering for a final lap showdown. He's got Jason Anderson behind in 10th, despite all the falls. Seems to be holding on. There's Hillman catching up. As once again massively screwed up that jump, just as he's catching up to Chris. The guy's taken him out quite a few times in San Diego. I've been pushing him quite a few times. We've gone to the final lap of the adventure. 103.6, fastest lap. Isn't too bad. I do want to be in the 102s at least, though. And he goes wide, lets Anderson down the inside. Why are you leaving the door so open? Can't be affording to do that, especially on the final lap of a main event. As Marvin has won. He's dominated here as the KTM rider. Ken Roczen in second. Class has really shown through. So here comes Highside down the inside for ninth. Now a bit wide. Top two way ahead of everyone else. Who's going to come in third? Azar just about making that jump. It's Ryan Dungey in third. What? Justin Braden fourth. Cooper Webb fifth. Nate Baggett in sixth. And who will grab ninth? As it was Hillman just ahead of the Honda by just over 10th, with Daz Varn in 8th, Suki in 7th. Oh, no wonder Elkins has dropped back then. Baggett in 6th, Cooper around the top 5, has looking further down. Got Justin Barson in 13th, Dean Wilson in 14th. Chad Reed down in 17th on his Yamaha. Jake Ryman 20th on his Suzuki, and Justin Calhoun at the back on his Yamaha.
That was a race he will try to predict quickly. All you can do is put it behind you, get back out to the practice track, and start preparing for the next race.
Why would he be disappointed? Just got his first top 10 in 450s. Yes, it should have been a top 5, maybe even a podium in the end, but Al Dungey managed to grab that in the final lap, as he's level on points with his teammate Muskin. And then we've got Roczen in third on his Honda head of Cooper Webb. Jason Anderson in fifth on his Husqvarna, despite a very adventurous race. Justin Brayton in 0th, Blake Baggett in 7th, Cole C in 8th, Dean Wilson in 9th, and Chad Reed top 10 now, Davey Mills, South, and Justin Barsha, and Malcolm Stewart, Patrick Elkins, and Chris Porcel. And there is Kev Hillman in 16th with 13 points ahead of James Stegler. You've got Mike Lacey, and then we've got Jake Reimer, then Eugene D. Gennaro. As it looks like 28 riders score points so far this season, with Johnny Taylor last of them on his Husqvarna, who had 41 riders compete. As we have reached level 150, so we get Silver 5 portrait and some prestige boots. We'll be looking pretty fly with those boots on. As we look at the mysterious seesaw performance from Kev Hillman, who does not manage to reach the objective set by the sponsor. Well, if he didn't have those stupid crashes, maybe he would have. Maybe that's how you do it. Highside still got Brooke showing he's doing his best. The race was definitely within your reach. I was really hoping the race day would have gone better, but I don't get discouraged. So at least his fan base know that he could have done a bit better there. And are very much still behind him as he heads back to Angel Stadium and the second visit to Anaheim, California. Can Hillman have a much better main event second time around? South watching, we'll find out then.